Welcome, my dear students and learner. Today I am going to discuss about statics of the standard 8. First of all, we have to know that what mean by the statics. Static the science of the collecting, organizing, presenting, analyzing, and interpreting numerical data to assist in the making more effective decision. It means a static is the branch of the science in which we have to the collect and organize and presenting, analyzing, and interpreting data. Then that will be called statics. So, what is the usage of the statics in our day-to-day life? Just let us see. What is the statics? First of all, I want to give each terms description about the each terms collecting. What means the collecting? Question asked, sample group picked, choice of the geometric, location etc. are called collection. As for example, suppose that we have to collect marks of the 10 students who got in the examination. They similarly collection of the different type of the data. Now classification data is classified on the basis of the different category. As for example, suppose that 5 student out of the 10 student 5 student got 50%, 2 students got 60% marks, and other remaining students got 30% marks. Then on the basis of the categorize, we have to classify the data group. Okay, presenting, how can we present the data? With the help of the data bar graph, with the help of the histogram, with the help of the pictograph. So we can use the different media methods for the representation of the statics. Now interpreting, okay, data interpreted to each other. Similarly, we can that will consider the statics. Now we have to the use, we have to the study what the scope of the statics in our day-to-day life. Where statics used in our day-to-day life? A static used in the business, a study used in the economics, a study used in the banking, a study used in the accounting, a study used in the state administration, used in the astronomy, used in the research work. So there are so many scopes of the statics in our day-to-day life in the present time in the different area. Okay, I hope that everyone understood. Now we have this discuss about the observation before the study with the data and presentation of the we have given the collection. First of all, we have that observation. What mean the observation here? An observation in the statics is the value of the something interpreted you are missing or counting during the study or experiment. A person height, bank account value at a certain point in time, or number of the animals. Okay, you can give the different example of the observation as per you have given here. Ages of the 10 students, marks got by the 10 students, a score by the 10 players. This is the example of the observation. Okay, observation means what can see, what we get the information from the newspaper. Yeah, the different of the resources we can obtain the different type of the information. That will be considered as observation. All collection of the information and observation, that will be considered data. How many types of the data? Data is the quantities, numbers, facts, observations, measurements, graphs, information. When data is the collection of the information, that will be considered data. All collection of the information, what can see, what can we have, give the information from the different resources, that will be considered data. Next, let us see next one. Data have classified in the qualitative, quantitative. Qualitative means it is the giveaway always in the statement form. Suppose that it was great fun. Sachin was the good player. Dhoni was the sixth man. These are the examples of the qualitatives. And quantitative means qualitative. Quantity have classified the discrete form and continuous form. Discrete form means always give the numeral form 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100, 1000 etc. Or continuous form always given the it may be in the given the decimal form or other form also. These are the examples of the classification of the data. Okay, let us see next one. Now suppose that we have the study with the range. How can we find the range? What is the range? Okay, when we give in the observation, you can now watch here. The range means the difference of the highest and the lowest value of the observation, that will be considered a range. I hope that everyone understood. Next one. Suppose that what means the frequency? Just I want to focus on the frequency here. So first of all, we are given the different observation in the data. Then how many okay, what is the repetition of the particular observation that will be considered as frequency. Suppose that one score, okay, got by the how many players by the two score, okay, by 5, 3 score by 4, 4 score by 2, etc. Then that will be considered as the frequency. Numbers of the particular, okay, observation that will be considered a frequency. Before the study of the histogram, first of all, in the previous class already we have studied the bar graph. Bar graph is the representation of the rectangles by taking the equal uniform width by taking the equal gap to each. Then it may be horizontal or vertically both bar graph. Now let us see the about of the frequency distribution table, class interval, group frequency distribution table. Group frequency distribution table, what is the need of the group frequency distribution table? Suppose that when we have given the large collection of the data, then there will be this, okay, efficient for the characterize in the group. As for example, suppose that 0 to 5, how many numbers of the peoples those lie between the 0 to the 5 ages, okay, 5 to the 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 25, okay. Suppose that 1 to the 5 2 peoples, and 5 to 10 3 peoples, 10 to 15 5 peoples lie. Then so first of all we have given here when we have to find out the upper limit, lower limit, and range, class width and class mark. What means the upper limit, lower limit? Upper limit and lower limit, you can find the each class interval. Suppose that you can take the first interval 0 and 5. So lower limit is will be 0 and upper limit will be 5, okay. When range means a difference between the smaller limit and the highest limit, that will be called the range, yani a smaller value and the largest value. Now with class width, you can find out the class width of the each interval. Suppose that when you have to find the class width 0 and 5, the difference between the higher limit and lower limit, that will be, then you find out the class width. When you have to find out the class mark, then find the sum of the lower limit and upper limit divided by the 2, then you will find out the class mark. I hope that everyone understood. Now histogram. Histogram means the representation of the bar graph without taking any gap. Okay, there is the king represent that without it is not a start from the 0, it is a start from the directly given the particular value, okay. The histogram is also just like the bar graph, but it is the representation without taking any gap with the class interval of the given the data. You can observe the in the figure. Now we have the study of the pie chart. Pie chart, already we know that circle makes the at the center 360 degree, okay. So what we have given the quantity, first of all you have first of all add total frequency and particular frequency divided by the total frequency and multiply with the 360 degree for the finding each sector angle. First of find the each sector angle, then you have the construct by the taking protector, or you can say that a scale pie chart. I hope that everyone understood in the short video. Okay, have a nice day.